Over the years, our family's had a share of health problems.
So prescriptions are a part of our life.
Before we went to the big box store.
We both thought it would help us save. But with the long lines and impersonal service, filling prescriptions became a chore. That's when a friend recommended D&H.
Now Tristan knows our prescriptions. Brenda always helps us find the right vitamins. And after Dad's fall, Monica's been a real expert with all our home medical needs. All without the lines.
Trust and service.
That's our D&H.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, March 24th. Let's start, first of all, with my friend Nick Foster. Good to have you here, Nick,
Thank you
from
very
Voluntary
much, Paul.
Action Center. And you've got several things that you wanted to talk about today.
Yeah, well, a couple of things. One, first to talk a little bit about the Hero Awards that are coming up on April the 11th. That's the day when we're going to make the presentation of those awards to deserving volunteers in our community. This is something that we've been doing. This is the 15th year, actually, of the Hero
15
Awards.
years?
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
We do this in partnership with the Columbia Tribune, of course, and they lead the way in this, but we provide some support for it and are a part of it as well. So we're going to recognize people in a number of categories. That's going to be on April the 11th. It's a really wonderful event.
And you know, there is no shortage of heroes in Central Missouri.
Well,
there really is no shortage because so many people do so much good for the community.
That's right. And I think that when we look at these folks that we're going to recognize on that day, it's a reminder that there are a lot of other people out there.
My goodness, yes.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people that are unsung heroes, too.
Absolutely. So we're looking to sing a few heroes, I guess, with this one and give them some notoriety that they need.
Now, can people still come?
Absolutely, they can come. The best way to get a ticket is to call, either go to the Hero site on the ColumbiaTribune.com website. You can register online, or you can call our office at 874-2273. We'll be glad to take your reservation there.
Okay,
and your
and
payment.
the date is?
April the 11th.
All right. Then what else have you got?
Well, one of the things I know you're fond of saying about VAC is that we're kind of a clearinghouse for information, and I wanted to talk about that in a little bit more detail today. One of the things that we're very proud of and that we enjoy doing is providing information and making referrals to people in our community. One of the main barriers for a lot of people in receiving help is just not knowing where that help is available, not knowing where to go.
Yeah, and Voluntary Action Center is the place to go. For years, I remember when we were doing our Pepper and Friends show, we would get calls or letters from people asking for help for a particular something or another. The first thing I would think of would be calling Cindy Mustard at Voluntary Action Center.
Right.
And Voluntary Action Center always knew where to turn.
Well, in fact, you've made that call to me once or twice, at least,
Yes,
in the
I
past
have.
couple of
That's
years,
right.
asking that same kind of thing. Hey, Nick, we've got this situation. What can we do? And I think that that's something that we enjoy, is giving that information to folks about where you can go and how you can get the help you need in the community. Believe it or not, we did that over 12,500 times in 2015. So it's something that's happening every single day.
You did it over 12,500 times?
Over the phone or in person, we provided that. And then there are a lot of folks who just visit our website and learn about a lot of those same things that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If people want to help out with Voluntary Action Center, you always can use a helping hand.
Sure, and as I said, a great way to learn more about that is to visit our website, vacmo.org. But there are some things that you can pick up from us that can help learn about that. One is the Helping Hands catalog, which provides information about volunteering in our community. I mentioned the Hero Awards. There are 162 different groups that are listed in here with contact information in there and the kinds of things that they use volunteers for. You can go to our website and download our what we call our INR sheet, our information and referral source. You can download that and print that right from your own computer, which has short-term, very quick information about a lot of different resources that are available in the community. If you're looking for help in health or food or any number of ways, a lot of that information is there. And then there are a lot of other agencies in our community that use the community of the Directory of Community Services. This lists over 400 different helpful resources in our community. A lot of churches have this, other social service agencies, private businesses have this and use it to look for those sources of help for people they know.
you really can see the Voluntary Action Center is a clearinghouse when you need help. You
we're
need
glad to be
assistance.
doing that. Mm-hmm.
If you want more information, it's Voluntary Action Center. Telephone number to call would be
874-2273.
Okay, and you'll have later on this summer. I guess you'll have your fan club too, won't you?
Fan club is going to start in mid-May.
It is.
Air conditioner exchange program starts in mid-May, and a lot of other things for the summer.
Check it out on the web. Nick Foster, thank you so much from Voluntary Action
Thank you,
Center.
Paul.
Always a pleasure to have you here. Now, I want to introduce you to two of our friends from Boy Scout Troop 707. And I've got a Boy Scout right next to me here, Alex Currier. Welcome, Alex. And we have Hal Johnson, who is a Boy Scout leader. Now, the reason you're here at Boy Scout Troop 707 is about to celebrate your 50th birthday.
That's right. That's right.
Have you been part of it for 50 years?
Oh, no, I wish I was, but I'm not that old.
No, I'm kidding. But Hal, tell me about the celebration coming up.
What we have are several events scheduled, but the main one is in April 9th. It's a Saturday. Open house is from 4 to 7 p.m. And you can contact or get a hold of or some information by going to or sending an email to 50yearstroop707@gmail.com.
Okay.
Or go to the Facebook page, Troop 707, Columbia, Missouri.
Now, you're celebrating 50 years. This is a pretty big deal, isn't it? How long have you been a Boy Scout?
I've been a Boy Scout since I was 11, so that's 6 years now.
Okay. Somebody watching or listening to us right now, if they're thinking about joining the Scouts, why should they?
I would say because Scouts is a really good experience, and Troop 707 is a great troop because we actually do camping. We don't just use, gas stoves, and we don't load our stuff.
Oh, you
in the
don't use the
trailers.
gas stove?
Nope.
So when you go camping, you build a campfire.
Indeed.
And you cook over that campfire. Do you use matches to start the campfire, or do
Yes,
you use
we do.
rocks?
Sometimes we use rocks. It depends on what camp out it is, but mostly it's matches.
Okay. But sometimes you actually start the fire with rocks?
Yes, it's called the primitive camp out. It's kind of a survival camp out. And one of the things that I learned was how to use flint and steel. And you also take charcoal, like a piece of charcoal, and you kind of just strike it, and it'll start like a spark, and then you get some rat's
Charcoal?
nest.
Char cloth.
Char
Cloth.
yeah.
Okay,
Right.
okay. And it'll cause
A little bit of a spark, and what you do is you gather some rat's nest, and you put it in there, and you kind of fluff it up, and then you give it some air, and then it'll start to catch on fire, and that's when you put it on your fire pit.
Yeah, okay. So you cook all your food on the open fire, not using the propane gas stuff.
Nope, not at all.
And what else do you do that's primitive?
We actually also use tents, and we use military kind of tents, green tents, half tents, not just regular tents, because we're, a great Boy Scout troop, and we do a lot of things kind of the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, okay.
And with the primitive side, though, we actually build our own shelters. We go ahead and use wood and lashing and willows to make shelters and cook our own food without utensils.
Yeah, and I guess you dig your own latrines too.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Sometimes.
all right.
Sometimes.
Hey,
All right, we're out of time. But if people want more information, the celebration is April the 9th, 2016, 4 to 7 p.m., an open house ceremony at Calvary Episcopal Church in Columbia. Thank you both so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. Tomorrow we have our former Representative John Wright with us. We're going to chat a bit. We're out of time for today. See you then. Bye-bye.